Spotlight, it's the new film from Tom McCarthy. Is it worth your time? Let's find out. Hello everybody, welcome to the Cat and Bite Show, the show where I do the very difficult task of telling you whether a movie is worth your time or not and deserve a spot in your movie collection. As always, I am Ash, and today we're going to be talking about Spotlight. So let's shine a little light on my review. That was really bad. So Spotlight tells the true and shocking story of a group of reporters from the Boston Globe who banded together to uncover this huge scandal involving mass numbers of priests who were molesting children. And it basically tells the story of how they find that out, how they investigate it, and how they bring it into the public eye, you know, against the will and power of the church. And I was really looking forward to this movie. I loved the trailers, I loved the cast, I've been hearing great things. I really didn't want to see Love the Coopers last night, so I was like, this thing, it's got it all! Now I've seen it, I can report this thing not only does it got it all, not only is it a fantastic film, it is one of the best movies of the year. This film is absolutely incredible and overall important. This is the kind of dark subject matter that, while, yeah, it's uncomfortable, this isn't something people like to bring up around tea time, just like, oh yes, this and that, no. But it's that kind of subject matter where, pun incoming, I feel like it needs a spotlight put on it. I feel like this is something that needs to be in the public eye, it needs to be known, and this movie does a great job of not only intriguing you and having you go like, oh yes, that's interesting, but informing you along the way. And this movie is able to show that importance in such a perfect way, where it's never like pointing the finger at religion saying, hey yo, this is your fault, you did this. It never does that, because that would be stupid. The movie instead only ever focuses on the problem at hand, where it's focusing on how it happens, why it happens, the mentality behind it, which is just disgusting and scary when you hear about it. And a huge emphasis on the effect it has on the victims in the long run. They show you the victims in this movie, and it is tragic and heartbreaking to watch. This is something that destroys lives, and you see these guys and women just like, yeah, I survived it though. So it's like, it's tragic, it's heartbreaking, and it's legitimately scary. Especially when you see the mass numbers they find at the end of this movie. They have a part in the end of this movie where they show all the cities they found, like, you know, this activity happening in. And the list was big enough that my theater was going like, oh, especially when we saw Denver, Colorado up there, because we live in Colorado, and we were like, oh, fuck. And the performances in this movie are absolutely incredible. Everyone does good. There's not a bag egg in the bunch. They all just, they transform into their characters and you buy them. Michael Keaton is in this movie. Michael Keaton kills it as always as this character. Rachel McAdams is in this movie. She kills it as always. Mark Ruffalo also kills it. I'd say he was probably the standout for me, because you talk about transformations. He was the one who went really, really far into his character, and I was just like blown away by Mark Ruffalo every time he was on screen. I'm telling you, there's going to be Oscar noms thrown out for this movie, and I'm thinking Ruffalo's going to nab one of those, I really do. I mean, honestly, if I have anything bad to say about this movie, it's just the fact it can be slow a bit. It can just be slow sometimes, which is to be expected when you walk into a 2-hour movie that's covering this subject material. That being said, it never lost me. This movie never lost my attention. It's one of those movies that's so engrossing and interesting that once you start watching it, you're in it. You're in it. You have to sometimes snap out of it to remind yourself you're in a theater, because it's one of those movies that can keep your attention from the second it opens to the second those credits roll, and even with this movie a little bit afterwards. So, yeah, applause. So in the end, Spotlight is a fantastic film. The movie, it's got some dark, touchy subject matter that can make some uncomfortable, but I implore all of you to go see it, because this is an important movie and a phenomenal one at that. Also, I'm telling you, when we get to awards season, I would be shocked if this thing wasn't up for the big prize at the Oscars. And believe it or not, even with all this, oh hey, that seems uncomfortable, Ash, I'm sure you don't want to watch that again. I kinda do. Day one buy for me. Yeah, day one. Just the performances alone are worth buying this movie. They're worth seeing the movie for that alone. The story is intriguing, it's interesting, it's great. It's great. I just I want it right there in the S's. Spotlight gets an A out of 10. Hey everybody, thank you so very much for watching my video review for Spotlight. I want to hear what you think. Have you seen the movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you gonna see it? Are you gonna skip it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comment section below because I want to hear them. And as always guys, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the video that much, consider sharing it. I would be very, very, very appreciative. Of course, be sure to follow me on all my socials to keep in touch. And hey, if you want to keep more in touch with me, other awesome movie reviewers, and other awesome movie fans just like yourself, be sure to join the Facebook group Enter the Cinephile. It's a Facebook page for film fans to discuss film. It's run by me and Ram from the Ramster. Just find it, request to join, and we will make it so. But most importantly, stay classy.